When I began this series, I wanted to share my journey through the maze of procedurally generated arcs. I was hoping to be able to share something with you that would help you to create your own map and maybe inspire you to do so if I could manage to create a map that was any good. The problem I believe with these maps is that the system for the generation of them was half finished. It was turned out in a hurry by developers and never really updated. I think it had one or two minor things changed to it. So what that means when you create procedural arcs, so when you go in to create one, you're greeted with this, which is just a nightmare of, well, look at it. Erosion steps, erosion strength, deposition strength. It's a nightmare, really, trying to figure out what all these things do. I managed to get most of them, but not all of them. There's not enough information out there to tell you, well, what do I do? So I experimented and I managed to turn out a map that I like. And I hope you liked it too. It's a shame that it was never finished. There is the swamp biome is not there. There are various dinos that are just missing completely from the map that I had to add back in, and it doesn't seem to be any reason for them to be missing other than some which are only in the swamp biome, but others that should be everywhere, and they're not. And I don't know why, other than they've just given up and they're not updating it anymore, so we're stuck with what we've got. Well, what we've got is this, which I think looks wonderful. Figuring out how to create the map was very difficult, but just time really. It just, change something, test it, change something, test it. And I think most people don't want to do that. Most people just want to take the game out of the box, play it, and that's it, which you can do with modded maps and the ARK and the island and center and all that thing. You don't need to mess about with this thing. However much it was worth it. To me, it's worth it. I've now got a map I'm very happy to play on, and I will continue to play on it. But the purpose of this video was just to try kind of, I suppose, kind of showcase it. Just to say, look, it's there, you can do it, it's not that bad. Because people seem to just not bother with it because it seems so overwhelmingly complicated. So I made a little video about sort of how to flatten things out a bit. And, well, that's all, really. I did make a couple of videos, didn't I, about the spawns, because I think the spawns that come by default with this thing are just terrible. They've been done in a hurry. If you look at them in the dev kit, you can see they're more or less just copies of what's on the island, and they're not they're just sort of, well, I don't know, they've changed them a bit, but not a lot. I don't think they've spent a lot of time testing their spawns to see how they were, so I had to do my own, and it's still not perfect, so I don't know how many hours I've spent on it, so I understand why they don't sort of put much work into it, but really they just need, if they would just, do something to kind of finish it off a bit and make it a bit nicer, that'd be great. My experience with ARK, by the way, has been mixed. It was nice to come back after about a year and a half away, but at the same time, I was very disappointed by a lot of things which did not change during that time. Now, I left kind of the middle of alpha. I came back because one of the reasons I came back is I thought, well, okay, great, the game is finished now. And a lot of it is kind of the same. The building mechanism and so on is the same, the way you have to build things. And that is a problem because it's so buggy and clumsy and annoying. And if you look around the internet, you see videos how to build things, and they're so, if you want the pillar to go a little bit lower into the ground, and then things don't line up properly and they're pointing in the wrong direction, and it shouldn't be that difficult. Not in a AAA game. If they want me to pay €60 or £60 or $60 for a game like this, it has to work. And unfortunately, it's still the same. It's an alpha game. They've just begun. Look, they're doing these models and textures for the dinos, and that's wonderful. But they should have done that before release, not giving it now like we're supposed to be ever so grateful for it, because we shouldn't be. It's just sort of such a normal thing. I found the game surprisingly easy. I thought it'd be a lot harder. I mean, look, these things just kept falling into my traps. I ran out of room, but I kind of lost enthusiasm for the building, really, because it was so... It's still the same. I was expecting fixed things, but the walls, you can't, if you turn them to 180 degrees, they just, they don't fit. They're kind of off center, and it's terrible. So big gaps in the walls, and I don't know, really, that should be fixed by now. But the procedural bit is fine. Well, you don't get caves, you don't get swamp biome, but I don't think there's anything else missing that I can think of. It's a little bit tricky trying to get the spawns right, but it can be done. It can be done. I'm still not happy with it, but I'll keep playing. But on this, and I'm going to take my character and the dinos as well onto Ragnarok as well. I want to compare them, and I want to play, and I will keep playing, but I'm not going to upload any more Let's Play videos because, like I said, I had a reason to do it, and the reason's gone. There are other people uploading all the time, and they know a lot more about the game, and they're very, very good videos. So just search YouTube for ARK and you'll find tons of stuff. You don't need me. So and I suppose the number of views of my videos reflects that. But so I'm going to say goodbye to this series of videos, but I want to say how much I've enjoyed it. I would encourage you, even if you don't think you're going to like it, or you think you're only going to do it for once or whatever, to have a go at this thing that they call procedurally generated arcs, and see what you can do. See what you can do. I'm going to leave you with a quick shot of... I'm going to show you what this would look like if I had not edited the map at all, if I had not changed the settings at all, and if I had not also changed the spawns. Okay, well this, I don't know if you've seen my starting, wow, my starting point, but this was it. This is where I started. I think this is it. I mean, you can see, no, right, so there's no beach. These things, these bumps, very difficult for dinosaurs to walk on. The mountain slopes look sort of okay. And once you get in, you've got sort of weird stuff. It's kind of stuck. This little thing's going to go nowhere, is it? It looks kind of weird. There's loads of jungle. You can see... and lots of mountains. I think that's where I made my base, over there. So, yeah, I just found it kind of, what was it there? Anyway, overwhelming. Lots and lots of jungle. So I reduced the jungle. I smoothed all this out. I mean, when you get down to the grasslands, look, it's like this. Now, something would spawn in. It's taking too long. I mean, this is what I mean about the spawns being kind of weird. You've got, I mean, it's nice to have these guys, 2 of them, and then you've got this whatever these things are called. Oh, it's a carno, and look, there's another thing over here, and lots of fish, which of course will all be dead very soon, and more over here, and it's overall, oh, more, look, there's an alpha, okay. The number of fish is incredible. Oh, we got a thing there too. Okay. So you can see we have. How's this one getting on? Is he stuck? I'm looking for a dino that's stuck. I wouldn't play on a thing that looked like this. And if I bought the game, I'd be really angry that anybody expected me to be honest with you. I mean, you can't move. You can't walk across there. Can you? I don't know. I think somebody does. So let's have a quick look at the redwood a minute, because that is something I did change quite a lot. Well, I had to. I want to get down to the floor here. I want to see, because when I remember it being full of gigas and T-Rex and all that stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, right. So here we are. Here's the thing. And look at all these. If you watch my videos, you will see that I have very few carnivores, and it was kind of difficult really to get the number right, because look, there's loads of them still spawning in. And I mean, T-Rex could spawn anywhere. These trees are so close together, it's incredible. Look at them. You can't build any platforms on these. Can I get through? Kind of. Oh, I can. I'm actually not. And there's more and more. So many carnivores. There's no room for anything else, and so much missing. It's a shame. It's a real shame. And the snow biome is just chaos. Sorry, this is going on, I know, but look at them all. Seriously. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Or cry, really. I mean, the snow biome is even worse. Look, more. And there's no beach to speak of. Where are you supposed to build? That's what I thought when I saw this. And you get, look at that, loads and loads of these. You got, look, there's chaos down there. Really, yeah. I mean, it's funny. I haven't looked at this for quite a while. And look, there's more of them over here. Flipping heck. Is that? No, that's a Brontosaurus. I'm not saying a lot of T-Rex. I know I did. So yeah, I recognise this, and thank goodness I took the time to work on it, because you really do get a wonderful experience and a wonderful map if you're willing to spend the time just sorting it all out. Look at them. So my recommendation to you would be play the game, do these things, mess about with the settings a lot. You will be rewarded with a good game that is worth playing. Oh, there it is starting to spawn in a bit more now. But look. Yeah, you want to remove them right away. Really, it's chaos, isn't it? Eh? Yeah. So would I play on this map like this? No, of course I wouldn't. Of course I wouldn't. I'd be editing like crazy. And that's what I did. So I'm going to wish you good luck. I'm going to say have a go at the procedurally generated arcs. But be prepared to spend many hours just working on it to get it right. When you do, it's worth it. Oh, this is quite flat here. You could build here, couldn't you? Yeah, it's worth persevering. So definitely keep trying. Yeah. I find this fascinating. So, right. It is possible, and I am going to, now, I'm going to move all of my dinos and my character across to Ragnarok. If you want to do that, it might be a good idea to bring an existing character across here. It could be a copy of the existing one. It doesn't have to be the same one. So anyway, have a look. There's a video there somewhere. I'll put a link to it down below on how to move characters across, and you can move out of here as well. It's a good place if you create a map like mine, and you can remove the alphas, you can remove a lot of the carnos, the carnivorous beasties, and learn. You know, if it's your first go, if you're willing to spend that amount of time on it, it's a good way to learn. And then of course you could do what I'm doing, and you could take your dinos across with you to the new map, Ragnarok, or whatever else you want to play. You just need to have a look at the video that says how to make the land flat or something like that. I'll put a link down below to everything, and actually I'll put a link down to the playlist, and you can have a look at the playlist. But yeah, if you haven't seen it before, do you begin to realise now why I spent so much time messing about with the spawns and editing the land, hour upon hour of that? Yes. Seriously, paid money for this? No way. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stop and edit this video. Thanks for watching, those that did, and keep an eye open for other videos, but I doubt if there will be any ARK videos, because there's just so many people out there making them very, very well already. You don't need me. Okay, so all the best. Goodbye.